Hi, I finished exams, so now there's a massive mess there and there's a massive pile of stuff on my bed that I'm going to show you in a minute because I want to share with you guys some study tips because I have all this time now and I don't really know what to do because I literally have no work. There is nothing to study for and I'm kind of at a loss for what to do, so I decided to share some study tips with you guys to pass the knowledge and also kind of to show off my notes because I'm really proud of them and I don't really want to get rid of them. Okay, tip number 1, colors. Oh my lordy lord, I am a big colors person. I love using colors. I need colors in my life to like make, do you know what? Colors makes it fun to write notes, it makes it fun to look back at notes, and it just makes everything look prettier. It just, and then on from that, I highly recommend writing your notes. So I've taken out as an example 2 of my psychology books and 1 of my English books. This one's my least favorite. This is my English book and I just didn't like the book, but like, look at the colors. Oh, wait, I think I have the perfect page to show you guys. Like, I mean, look at this. It's so organized and neat and I just love it. Here, wait. Look at that. It's in rainbow. It's gorgeous. Ah. Oh, look at that diagram. Look at that diagram. Okay. These notes I am so incredibly proud of. Oh my god. Okay. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about colors. My next tip, I forgot to say it, was put your notes like in these kind of folders so you don't have to, so they can, you know, be neat and you don't have to worry, and it just makes also, again, looking through your notes so much nicer because you can literally just be like, ooh, pretty, pretty. Okay, so then for maths, we're back to maths. Use a summary, use a summary thing. Let me see if I can find the right page. Where you have all your notes like neatly written and some examples. And I did this for maths because I did it just before each test so that I would be able to study. I'd like go over my notes while I'm writing it, and then also I have it like right in front of me to look through, and then by the time I got to the exam, because I was doing it as I went along, by the time I got to the exam I just had to look through this book to see, you know, what I needed to study. You can use different colors for different topics, which is what I did, and then I also had a calculator section at the back which helped me to determine some questions I needed help with, and I would just recommend having a book like this to help you, you know, organize all your notes. And also I did a similar thing with another subject here. Let me see what I can find. Where I did these sheets. This one's really bad. This was my first one. With just dot points that I needed, like the main dot points I needed to know for each subunit almost. Okay, next up, recording notes. I did this just before each test so that I would be able to go over it by speaking it, by saying it, because that like forces you to, you know, pay attention to what you're saying, and then also hearing it back, because for me that just worked. So here I've got like 7 different voice recordings from each test, and then at the end also when it got around to the exam I had it all on here and all I needed to do was press play, and it just really helped. Folders. You can see that there are 2 folders on my desk over there. I am such a big folder person. I love folders. I so highly recommend using them. They just help organize everything, and like what I did was I had each new test in a new plastic pocket, and you just, when it gets around to exam like time, you can just, oh no, you can just look through, and like I have all my tests in one location and I've got all my notes in one location, like my original notes before I like copied it out neatly, and I've got examples and I've got practice tests, and I've just got, you know, all these, or like extra little notes, and that it helps to like have everything organized. And I know a lot of people in my year didn't have that, and then when it got to exam everyone was saying, oh, which sheets do we need, where are they, can anyone send me copies? And so just having like folders, which yes they may be really really full and terrible quality, which mine are, it just helps you see everything and you've got it all there, especially like for each test also, but especially when it gets to the exam. just makes your life so much easier. And then what I would have is at the front of your folder, I would have a course outline of what you're going to be doing that year, so you can go through it and tick it off, make sure you've gone through everything, and especially when it gets around to the exam, you can tick everything off as you go along to be sure that you've done it, and you could even stick it up somewhere on your wall maybe, or just so you know that you've done everything. Posters. Okay, posters. This is, look at this. This one's not amazing, but it helped me. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, and I've got another one. I've got another 2 downstairs. They just make me so happy. Honestly, I kind of don't want to chuck it, but I know there's no point in me keeping it. It's a hard knock life for me. And then, last but not least, when it gets round to the exam or the test, but I would probably recommend this for exam, I would have a book of practice exams or tests or whatever. So just make yourself a book like this. Trust me, it will help you so much when you get to the exam and you need to like go through stuff or just want to do practice exams or tests. It's all in one place and you can just get started. You don't have to worry about printing them as you go along. You don't have to be worried about crumpled exams or tests in the back of your locker. You've all got them in this one book, and I just super highly recommend it. Whew! Nearly 20 minutes later and I think I'm done. I highly recommend all of those tips. I will put a summary in the description. Is that what it's called? The little box at the bottom. And I'm gonna go now. Sorry about the mess of my desk, and goodbye.